All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are continuing the major market breakdowns looking at the SP-500 and SPY, the ETF equivalent. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes talking about Silicon Valley Bank. I'm not going to say it too much just in case you watched the NASDAQ video already. But look, a bank failure in general is really bad, okay? I'd never heard of this bank before. I live in California. I live in SoCal, so that's probably why I'd never heard of it, right? But yeah, I think most of us didn't hear about it until the failure, right? One thing I for sure read was that Roku, a pretty major company, I have to believe probably a top 500 company that might be in the S&P 500 somewhere. I have no idea, right? But Roku had about 25% of its free money in that bank. And FDIC does not insure that much money. You know what I mean? So this is going to hurt major top 500 companies potentially. I cannot imagine Roku's the only one. And let's be honest, a lot of big companies came from or still are in the Silicon Valley, right? So just be ready for the ripple. Don't assume it's only going to hit NASDAQ, right? Because again, tech, I'm sure the Dow has some tech, right? Like the top 30, someone has to be tech, right? So just brace yourself is all I gotta say. From there, these technicals look horrible. I'm actually surprised these look a little worse than the NASDAQ, but again, we'll get into all that shortly. What are we gonna do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages, these horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself, and then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. Even if you don't, though, just thank you so much for watching these. I do appreciate your time so much, okay? And then if anyone disagrees with anything I got to say, please throw it in the comments, okay? I'm not here pretending I know everything. I definitely make mistakes, and if your opinion's better than mine, I really want to hear it. You might end up swaying my decisions and stuff like that, right? This actually is a two-way street, I hope. Okay, so let's get into the technicals, all right? And these are not good technicals, all right? Let's just start with this. Look, I love it when the 8 and the 20 are curving up, okay? This is a scary curve, and now this is an even scarier curve, right? Because it kind of looked like we wanted to recover, and then you know what? We for sure don't, right? This thing isn't, not only is it not finished, it looks like it sincerely seems like we're coming into another one of these. And it takes time or monster jumps for these things to go up, and we just lost the point where it would have done a monster jump, right? This right here is so critical to lose. 2 moving averages, the last 2, the 2 biggest, the 2 strongest we have right on each other literally just get destroyed. Oh, ugly. From there, did we gap up over the 50? No, oh yeah, no. Look, so we opened at 3998, the second number. The 50 in red is 3999. So we actually just missed the 50. And then from there, lose 3 moving averages with a confirmation on Friday. We are now under all. We have now confirmed it. This green, this especially, this green right here, real quick went to red. And I mean, how far are we from the death line? Okay, we're still pretty far from the death line, but let's be honest. After this, because this plateau is obviously right here, that could be a quick drop to there. And then again, there's a bit of a plateau, but it's actually not as strong as this. So I even feel like lose this, we might quickly fall to 35. And that's about a 10% drop, right? Rough number 4,000. That'll put us, under that for sure, right? That'll put us at 34 instead of this 35. So, this looks bad. And look, if you watch my videos, you know I'm not here to like make my views on fear, right? I generally talk about the truth, right? And When you're under all moving averages, it's bad. When you lose the support, it's bad. When your MACD's in the negative and it looks like it wants to keep going down, it's bad. When volume hasn't broken the 50 moving average, except for the last 2 days, which were bad red candles, what do you like? I believe the next day is going up, right? This looks like a nice, healthy, steady growth. This had three of them right here, right? I, I can't imagine it. Like, nothing good has happened over the weekend. Obviously, a lot of bad happened for this to happen, right? So the daily seems like it's not over. Where are we on the weekly? Man, this was a rough candle. We definitely lost three moving averages really quickly. I would even say we lost the middle of this channel, right? Because that's the top, that's the bottom, that's roughly the middle, maybe even somewhere around here is the middle. We're a lot closer to this bottom quadrant, right? It now just kind of screams, because all I'm seeing is green, 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 green. This is going to turn to red, 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 and this 200 moving average needs to do its job. Like, if we lose this 200, it for sure confirms what I just said. It'll be a quick drop down. Where's this 37? Let's just look at what 37 looks like. 37, this. Okay, maybe the top of this guy. And again, it just goes to say there isn't much of a plateau here, right? So I don't think this is that heavy a line. I think between 37 and 36, those two might try to do something. But again, I believe you lose 38, it'll be a quick fall down to 35. So I do think that's what the weekly's telling me. Again, bad MACD. It looks like it's ready to cross into the negative and keep going down. It was this low before. Damn, that's low. Is that negative 100 something? We're at 7. You know, look, 39's not even at that 30 number that say is too low. But again, I just, man, this is the low. Is this the lowest it's been? 21? Yeah, I don't think anything's come much lower than 21. Interesting. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't see 21 holding this. I think this drops to the teens, but again, I might be just a little extra pessimistic right now, but either way, no bueno to say the least, right? And again, kind of the same thing we saw on NASDAQ. It looked like the 8 was trying to curve up. It no longer does, obviously. That's a hard curve down, right? So monthly is scary. Makes my weekly, which is 4 times longer than the monthly, right? I need 4 weeks for one monthly. That looks bad. The daily is 5 times the weekly, right? 5 day, like, there is now a lot of reason to believe we're going to see 20 bad candles to make up one monthly. That I think the monthly is going to be bad, right? So just be careful. Again, I'm not going to beat the drum too much. Let's make sure SPY looks the same. Okay, it's funny because QQQ and NASDAQ didn't line up as well. SPY and SPX are beautiful mirrors, and I like that. Obviously, I don't like that this is bad, but like they need to be doing the same thing. That's what it's supposed to look like. Weekly's right here, lost the 3. A little closer to the middle still. I would say definitely the middle's right here. It's definitely under the middle, but it's not as lower quadrant-y. But nonetheless, this doesn't look good. And then monthly, I got to imagine, yeah, we see that same drop on the 8. So a lot to be worried about here. Silicon Valley Bank is definitely tech heavy, but don't pretend there's no tech in the SPY, okay? Be safe out there. If you disagree with anything, please let me know. Otherwise, again, I appreciate your time so much.